Sebastian Lee Presson de Vauban for the attack of the fortress in the 17th century. Trenches remained merely a part of siegecraft until the increasing firepower of small arms and cannons compelled both sides to make use of trenches in the American Civil War. The trench lines of the Petersburg-Richmond theater of operations is the final months of that war were the foremost example of trench warfare in the 19th century. Trench warfare reached the highest development on the Western Front during World War I, 1914 to 1918. When armies of millions of men faced each other on the front lines of the trenches throughout most of the World War I, the opposing armies on the Western Front tried to break through the enemy's trenches systems by mounting infantry, assaulting procedures, by intense artillery, and defending their trenches. These attacks usually failed, partially because of the permanently barbaric alerted of the defenders to the imminence of an attack. During this time, these trenches were so far apart, they called it dead man's land. These soldiers would run through, and I mean, it was like shooting ducks at a carnival game. It was a simple target. To be in no man's land was death. That's why they called it no man's land. Trenches were used to protect these soldiers. This is why they were so valuable during this time of warfare. Eventually, these attacks, trench warfare, eventually stopped because of increase of the whole reason why they were created. The increase of technology occurred. Tanks. They were immune to rifles and all kinds of, at the time, artillery and everything. These tanks eventually caused us to quit using trench warfare, but the amount of problems that we had from trench warfare were amassed. Millions died from disease. They had lice. They had trench mouth. A lot of the times these people never got dry feet, so they'd have their toes and their feet decapitated. They had them all cut off, and these problems all occurred. We have to physically sit here and we have to look into all these problems that we've seen within trench warfare. It was a very important part of history, American history, World War I, and everything. Many people had problems during this time, and it was just awful. This concludes my Think Aloud. This is my cat Nala. Just wanted to say hi, because she's a little butthole.